Hey, what's up, guys? This is World Series G, and I'm back with some MLB The Show content for you. Today, we're going to talk about hitting and one key tip that if you implement it, will make you a better hitter instantly. So let's get right into it. And before we get into it, be sure to follow the social media. Everybody Loves the Show on Instagram. Also follow the Twitter, World Series G, and also on Twitch, World Series G. And be sure to smash that like button. Give me a ton of likes on this video if you liked it. And be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So let's go. Hitting in MLB The Show is one of the toughest and can be most frustrating things to do. Some days the ball seems like it's flying out of the stadium. Some days you can't hit it for anything. So I'm going to help you and give you some tips to improve your game just a little bit. For me, I've played in World Series before. I've made it to World Series consistently. Sometimes I slack off on ranked seasons. So some seasons I just don't make it because I don't play. But when I'm playing and I'm grinding, I'm definitely hitting World Series. So I've got tips for you. I'm not the world's greatest player, but I think that helps. Because, you know, the guys that are really good because they're just super talented at the game. And for a regular guy, you know, you need to use your head a little more than your fingers in order to be successful in this game. So I'm going to help you out with that. So let's go. Step number 1 is knowing yourself. This might sound a little zen, you know, a little crazy, but basically you need to know what you can hit. You should need to know if you can hit a fastball, if you can hit a changeup, you hit a curveball, slider, off speed, whatever it is, you need to be able to tell yourself and know yourself and be like, I hit fastballs in really well. And with that information, you can become more successful. Why? Because now we are hunting fastballs in. If you hit fastballs in well, that is what you're looking for no matter what the situation is before 2 strikes. You're not going up there and you see a slider and go, ooh, look at that slider, I'm going to go swing at it. Roll it over, ground out. You're going to be sitting there hunting for your fastball, and when you get it, you're not going to miss it. So one of the most important things as a hitter, even in real life, is knowing what you can hit and being able to hit it. But that takes some introspection and understanding, like, okay, yeah, I hit fastballs well, I'm going to swing at fastballs. And that's what a lot of guys do in this game. I do it sometimes too, is I chase a bad pitch. I swing at a pitch I shouldn't swing at. I have no patience in my approach. And one of the number 1 things to being good in this game is having a solid approach and not give at-bats away. The main way to not give at-bats away is to know what you're trying to hit. If you go up there with no game plan, you're going to fail miserably. You got to have a plan at the plate. And that one right there, like that is probably the most important thing anyone can teach you to make you better at the game. That's more important than settings, where to put your PCI, where to start it, what stadium to play at, who's in your lineup, whatever. Like, if you know and have a grasp on what you can hit, you will be good at the game regardless of who you're playing with. Obviously, better players are going to make you better, but you're just going to have a really good baseline because you're going to have a good approach. You're going to look good at the plate. When you face good players and they taking pitches right on the block, like just off the plate, and they don't swing at it, it's because they have a good approach. They know what they're looking for. They're not just swinging because it looks like it's a strike. They know what to look for, and then with 2 strikes, then they protect. So that is the main thing you need to do in order to be good. We can illustrate that, and then we'll get into settings and other little things. But I need to drill this in your head, how important this is to be good. So we're in practice mode right now, and since we're talking about tips, when you practice, you want to practice against the type of guys you're going to face in games. So I'm going to the expansion Boomers because they got a lot of legends on their squad, and we're going to just try to practice against them real quick. So another thing, if you didn't know, there's literally a custom practice. So let's just say I'm gonna pick someone. I'm gonna pick Gossage, because Gossage has always been a tough guy to face in this game. And I'm just gonna let him do everything. I'm gonna go pick a right-hander so we can practice right on right. So if you struggle right on right, slurs, all that nasty stuff moving all over the plate, all you wanna do is you just kinda wanna go to your settings and fill this stuff out. Now, I'm here against Gossage, and I know I wanna pitch over the plate. So I'm gonna take the first pitch, nasty fastball, like 100 on the black. I take it. Why do I take it? Because, man, another pitch, sinker up there too. I don't want that pitch either. Now I'm in an 0-2 count. Let's pretend we're in a real count here. I'm 0-2, now I have to protect. And he gives me a good pitch. That's a good pitch to hit, and I missed it, 99. He's tough to hit. Still 0-2 count. So now I'm in swing mode. And that got me. Nasty pitch right there. So we can re-simulate this at bat. I'm looking for a pitch kind of around here, over the middle of the plate a little bit. If it's down, I can handle it better. See, that's a bad swing on my part. First pitch of it in the bat, I shouldn't be swinging at a fastball right there. That's a fastball on the black. There we go, 98 right there. This is on Hall of Fame, by the way. It's just tough. He's a tough guy to face. And then he hits me with a slurve. So I look terrible in this demonstration. But Gossage makes you look terrible sometimes. But just from that approach, you can kind of see, okay, guy dots you up, you shouldn't be swinging at that pitch. There's no benefit from swinging at a first pitch on the black, even if you do hit a home run. It's really no benefit to that. You need to find something good. So this is the key, knowing what you want to hit. Now that you've assessed yourself and you know what you want to hit, now you can work on the things that you're weak at. Or just in general, before we even get into what you're weak at, so now that you know what pitches to hit, we can talk about settings. So, my personal settings, you already know, Hall of Fame, strike zone. But I'm gonna tell you whatever you're comfortable at. If strike zone is too fast for you or it's too close, you can adjust it. I use strike zone because it's close, the ball looks big, I don't have too many distractions on the outside, I can just lock in on hitting. One secret little tip I use though is I also pitch on strike zone so that I can see twice as many pitches constantly throughout a game. So I'm always seeing pitches and the game always looks the same way. So that just helps me personally. I feel like I'm a lot better when I can see all of the pitches, even when I pitch, all from the same camera angle. I'm not switching back and forth between camera angles. But that's just about being comfortable altogether, just being comfortable. So now you can go into your types of practices. So like I said, you go into Gossage and you switch up everything. That's me just going in there. And just filling it up. No pitches down the middle. So I'm getting no cookies, no easy stuff. I'm only getting tougher pitches to hit. And that can just kind of help you out, get you used to your PCI. But say you don't want all that. Maybe, you know what, I'm just struggling with the slurve. I can't hit the slurve on the outside corner at all. So now I'm just gonna turn it all off. And I just want slurves on the outside part of the plate. And now that's all you're gonna get. So we're gonna get in the box. And he throws me a slurve. That's a tough pitch to hit if you're looking fastball a lot. Guys will take advantage of you if you're a sitting heater. And there you go. You see a slurve up and you kind of just drive it the other way. And just do that. Just practice it. Like I mentioned, the first tip, you don't need practice to know what you want to hit. And now look, we're just looking for slurves over the plate. And now we're getting a better feel for it. This can just tie into your approach in general, because if you can get in the habit, okay, I can hit a serve away. Now when you're in a spot where you're like, oh, this guy's definitely going to a slurve in this spot. He's going to try to give me a slurve away. You know, okay, from all this practice, I know what to look for from that slurve. Now, if he doesn't give you a good slurve, maybe you're screwed, but I mean, that's the cat and mouse of playing baseball. You might think you know what's coming and then something else comes and you're screwed. But here you're just already getting practice. And it doesn't matter that you know it's coming. Because sometimes when you're hitting, you know it's coming and you can't do anything about it. And there we go. I jumped all over that slurve. I crushed it. So that's it. I mean, hitting is hard, but yet it's simple, but it's not easy. And what I'm trying to get through in this video is the simpler you make hitting, the easier it'll be for you. That's why there wasn't like 8,000 tips. It wasn't like, oh, move your PCI in, then up, then down, or start your PCI here, move it there. If you don't get anything from this video, get these 3 tips. 1, hit what you like to hit until 2 strikes. Because that's going to help you as a hitter, and it's going to hurt your opponent. Your opponent's going to get frustrated that he's trying to throw you strikes and you're not swinging at him. And then when he thinks he can just lay one in there, you crush it. So that's just going to frustrate your opponent. It's going to work up his pitch count. All of those things that the person on the other side, you don't really realize you're doing to them mentally. So swing at pitches you like. Play the same way both pitching and hitting, whether that's fish eye, show 16 batting camera, strike zone 2, whatever you do it on both sides so that you can see more pitches that way. And then 3, work on the pitches you struggle with. I mean, that's it. If you can keep your approach simple, you'll be more effective. I know I'm hitting best when I can just react. When I'm just seeing balls and I'm just smoking them. I don't even know why I even swung at that pitch, but it's getting crushed. That's when I'm taking all of that knowledge, all that practice in my head, and reacting to it. My brain is just doing it for me. And that comes from just having a simple approach. If you keep your approach simple, do well. But that's it. I mean, hitting is simple, but not easy. And that's all I gotta say. So, this is World Series G, and I'm signing out. Be sure to like this video if this helped you out at all. And be sure to follow the socials, link in the description. And this is World Series G. I'm signing out. Peace.